Hello, I'm in Mushroom, this is Mushroom Games, and welcome to the Nomad, a hardcore survival challenge for Minecraft. In this game, yes, crafting stations behave as they typically would, but there will be no bases, there will be no beds to survive the night. And it will be in your best interest to move every day. Now, I don't have the requisite experience to punish you for not doing so, but my plan, the only permanent structures I will actually be able to form must be in a 5-block square around a beacon. Because that, of course, is the aim of this game, to defeat the Wither. And, in so doing, establish ourselves some form of property. And, if you're not to have a home, you must of course begin the ransacking of villages as soon as may be possible. And I will point out that being so close to a village, this is the first world I've ever tried this in, so I consider myself quite lucky. And really, it's just a matter of survival. I'm not all too good at any variety of survival, so this is going to be a bit of an adventure, start to finish. But we'll figure something out. We always do. We already have the stuff for bread. We're about to have access to stone. And, because of where we started out, we'll already have brewing stands. But it will be important to point out one part about this nomadic playstyle that we will need to keep in mind. No chests. No, it's not just that you won't have anywhere to store your things, it's that you are not allowed to craft chests. You have your inventory and that's it. And if that's not enough, then you'll just have to throw some things away as you go. And maybe it's too punishing, maybe it's not punishing enough. I wouldn't know, but in the playing of this series, I'll try to optimize some things in case I ever want to do it again. Because, really, if it feels like you're committing war crimes against yourself, it might not end up being as good of a content quality as you hope. So, also, some cauldrons would be good, because I'm already thinking I want to conserve as much iron as I can, but not dying in the nether because you got set on fire, embarrassingly. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, hello. How are you? You sell tools. Very nice. Wait. I need one of those. Haha. Because, isn't this what you need? Oh, I probably don't have the right pickaxe. Never mind. I'm just gonna steal your floor then. But, we're gonna make as much progress as we can. First, through our standard progression, then just in terms of gear. And, on our way now to this mountain, I guess. Looks like a good vantage point to look out from and see what exactly is going on. We won't probably starve, but we might, just because we're silly and forget to eat, and that would be of the utmost embarrassingness. Is that a word? No, that's not a word. I'm sorry about that. What? Just deny it ever happened. If you say something dumb. At any rate, first order of business, getting a sword, upgrading our tools, and then of course, finding lava. So, let's dig into this little cliffside, and make ourselves somewhere where we might not get killed quite so viciously as if we were out on the surface at this time of day, or of course night, which won't be too far off, probably. We do need some wood, just in case we don't have the advantage of finding any ready coal blocks, and we don't want to be in the dark and alone when creepers could just pop up and say, "Hello, I am here to take your property because I want to," which isn't really the most pleasing of situations to find yourself in. but 5 will be enough. And if it's not, it'll just need to be an icy coal. Okay. Okay, let's see how we want to play this. We have light, and we have tool durability. So we don't need to commit to any one position yet. But in that case, it will be advantageous just to pursue resource collection as merrily as we may. And first, of course, you get stuff to cook stuff and make stuff light. Then you get sharp stuff. Then you get soft stuff. Then you get really sharp stuff. But it's kind of non-canonical IRL. And then, of course, you can traverse the depths of the underworld. I just bit my tongue, I'm sorry. And then you can get even stronger stuff. And in the process of doing all of these things, we will kill a great number of things for skulls. And then, grand adventure awaits. We'll kill a 3-skulled ribcage and take its a star, whatever that is. I don't know. This game's really weird if you give it enough thought to get that far. But at any rate, nice coal stockpile is now underway. But it might have been a bad idea to get 2 different kinds of wood, because that will be clogging our inventory, as will the disparity between coal and charcoal. But we have the bag space for now. We'll be fine. And if I mess this up, if I mess up the throwing away of things, I'm sorry. The different profiles you can play on, like the different versions, my mouse sensitivity varies wildly, and for some reason changing my mouse sensitivity sometimes just causes a unilateral reset of my key bindings. And I don't know why. It just kinda does. And, yeah, it kinda hurts when it happens, but it's always survivable, so far. 1 second. Alright, let's, quick craft bread. Where's my bread? Excuse me. I don't want to have to do this all manually. Thanks. I'll take it. 62 bread to not starve with. Superb. And I really don't even... This might be a weird thing to talk about in the process of doing something, but it kind of eases my mind too, in a sense. Just discussing how the video itself will come out. I really don't know if I want it to be heavily or less heavily edited, but I'm kind of... And nor do I even know how long I necessarily want it to be. It's just... Sometimes you end up having an idea, and it's just, like, let's see where this takes us. And so far it's taken me to this mountain where I have gotten coal. And lots of it, actually. Well, if we gather this part, definitely lots of it. If not, still quite a lot. I don't know. I tend to ramble, I know. Other things that have been happening, Piglin survival, still going, still fun. It's just one of those things that's going to gradually take more and more off-camera work, kind of like mobile games. And no insult to the terrain in that, is just you have to trade a lot to get stuff. Or at least that's as far as I've been able to tell so far. If you want to have netherite anyway. And so I'm just slowly working my way through that pile of rubble that is my social life, and doing that. Skyblock, Hypixel Skyblock, still going. The farm hunt videos, if I care to, maybe more of those, I don't know. They're quite fun, but I don't know if any of you enjoy them. The few of you that there are, I'll admit. Alright. And now let's begin our expedition down. And with the absence of any shields, offhand torches, which, albeit much more enjoyable in Optifine, but still, for the placement of light. And new update, 1.16.2, or .2, however you care to say it. It gives you new stuff. There's a new variety of piglin that has an axe and is really unkind. And the piglins no longer like it when you pick up minecart chests, because that's kind of how piglins work. If you pick up a chest, they get angry, and then you get dead. Oh, I seem to have taken a heart of damage somewhere and I didn't notice. So, let's eat. I'm really sorry. In any event, looking for iron. But of course, the ever-present issue that your pickaxe just broke. And you also used all your sticks, so you have to reformat your entire bag now. Very nice. Okay, let's just turn that all to stick. Fair enough. Give a pick. Alright. And then, where did I put that? Yes, thank you. Give a sword. And now we are well and truly prepared to continue digging a hole, which is all we probably will be doing for the foreseeable future, or until we run out of torches, or sticks, or coal, or any of the above, because if you run out of torches you can make more, but if you run out of one of the constituents you either have to find more or make more. And if you run out of the higher tier constituent, you just have to get more of its component pieces. Basically, resource management is key. And if you don't do it, then you die. And when you die, bye now. Your save is gone. And that's never a good way to go. Just off into oblivion, leaving your save file behind you. Although I must admit, if your disk space is tapped out, then maybe playing hardcore is better for your health. Because you don't have to save all the worlds you don't use anymore because you died too much and lost all your stuff. Anywho, okay, so, is that light source sufficient? I hope so, because if somebody spawns on top of us, we are majorly dead. And if we don't find any materials soon, our bag is majorly dead. Hello, iron, may I please possess you? That came out wrong, I think. I don't really know what I meant to say, though, so I couldn't really tell you. In any event, what we're looking for: iron to make buckets, we're looking for a water source, and we're looking for lava. And if we find all of those things, our aim is to traverse the nether as quickly as possible, find a, whatchamacallit, fortress, and set out a big platform nether brick to up our spawn chance, because that works, actually. Just an FYI. It's a nether brick that correlates to that spawn chance, and so you can actually do things like that if you so need to. Cool thing to know, I learned it watching a video not too dissimilar to this, only he actually knew what he was doing, which would probably be advantageous. But, in any event, this has been the beginning